Here at Experience Early Learning. Today I'm going to talk with you about member resources. Member resources are free bonus tools available to you as a subscriber to the curriculum. So to access these member resources, you just have to go online to our website and you can click here on member resources. Make sure you're logged into your account. That will be how you get access. And then as you scroll down here, all of the resources are organized here by theme. So what you'll notice here is that any of the themes that you have received, you will also receive access to these member resources. All right, so I'm going to show you more about the All About Me resources because this is the launch of a lot of new tools that are available for the 2020-21 school year. And I am so excited. So I'm going to just show you them one by one and talk through what they are so you can be familiar with them. All right, so the first thing you're going to find here is just a quick daily summary overview. Each day is here, and also this weekly chart. Both of these are actually printed and included in your kit, so you might not actually need these here, but we do include them because sometimes parents are interested in having them, or if you are participating in a quality rating system for your state or for state licensing, they like to see what your weekly lesson plans are, so you can share this as a PDF and email it to them, or you could download and print it so you don't have to give them yours. The All About Me book list is a book list of 20 recommended additional books. We do not include these storybooks, but we have looked at what kind of children's literature would be meaningful to connect with the daily topics that you're going to be introducing through the Experience Preschool curriculum. So these are just our suggestions. You don't have to use them. If you want to use these, you could find them at a library or on Amazon. It's also a great tool, again, to give to families, because even if you're not going to read those in your program, you could give that out to families. Just download it, print it, or email it to them and recommend that they go to the library. So they'll get to see what the daily topics are. They get to figure out some new books they could read. So another good parent sharing tool. The All About Me coloring. So you don't have to use these. Of course, so many art projects and hands-on tools and materials are already included and printed and available in your kit that comes to your door. But some people like to have some coloring sheets available first thing in the morning when kids get dropped off around breakfast time, or maybe you have some late pickups and so you combine children at the end, or maybe you have a child at home and they just love coloring. So these are 20 additional coloring sheets, one for each topic. It's also really fun if you want to. You could make a little book for each child, and it also then would say what the topic of each day. So there's 20 lessons, 20 topics, 20 coloring sheets, a fun little thing for kids to work on throughout the month, and then staple it together and send it home like a little book. The All About Me family newsletter is written and designed for parents, and it talks a little bit about the month, what's featured, and also some additional ideas for doing at home. This is already included in your kit. It's printed. It's in lesson bag number 1 usually, and so you don't really need to print these at all. Sometimes people like to also email it because, sometimes parents pick up their kids in a whole pile of papers and they never actually see it. So this is also available for you. If you do email your families, you can download and forward it to them. The gathering list is also something that's available in your teacher tool bag, printed and ready for you. Sometimes, we lose stuff, so we just like to make that available in case in case you're at a store or you are at home and you left your gathering list at school, then you can just log in and see it digitally. These are items that we do not include in the kit, but that would be helpful when you're implementing the curriculum. And it's organized by day. And usually there's just 1 or 2 or 3 items that you might want to grab like sticky notes on one day, or a coconut we had back a couple months ago. So just recommended items that you can find at home. The All About Me Learning Game Calendar is a new tool that's included this year. This also is printed for you in your teacher pack. It's inside of the assessment bag, the little assessment bundle. But we, again, give it to you here digitally because this might be really interesting for parents. So you will be doing all these different games and activities throughout the month. They're part of your lesson plan. The materials are included. This is just a calendar of which one of those many activities you do in a day will you observe and document for assessment. So they're kind of like the featured learning game. And in your pack, you're going to notice that you also have these little videos you can watch for how to not only play the game, but how to recognize the different skill levels. So again, this is just a nice tool to share with families so they know what the featured activity is and also what the featured skill is, because that's listed here on this calendar right here. So they'll know, oh, wow, you're really focused on classification here on Friday and learning what that means, and children will be building that skill. So it really turns your program into a full, very clear, authentic educational program that parents can also feel really connected with. These All About Me labels are not included in your kit. So these are something that you will want to print. You can download them, and there's a huge pack of these. This is just a sneak peek at what's inside. There are labels to help you set up your classroom. So labels of just general items that we suggest you have on hand, like bowls or noodles or blocks, different things that we're going to suggest that you set out for different activities. But also there is a label for each of the tabletop or small group games that we include, so that after you introduce the game, you can put it on a tray, put the label on the tray. If you print 2 of these labels out, you could put one on the tray and also one on the shelf where you want the child to put the tray when they're done. So this year we're going to be helping you a lot with organizing your classroom or your homeschool corner. So these labels will be a huge help, and we'll talk more about those later, but check those out. Then we have our whole new STEAM program. So we have always given you different types of stations to set up and dramatic play station on all those ideas. We've integrated it all into a comprehensive STEAM program. And we have organized this by the week. So this is the week 1 bundle, week 2, week 3, week 4. And what you will do is you can download this, and it will include these huge question cards, photos, and you can then print those out and hang them in your science area or in your centers so that children can come. There's an open-ended question for them to consider, inspiration photos to reflect on and maybe get inspired about what they're going to build or how they're going to explore a certain sensory texture. Again, these are not required for you to use, so that's why we provide them here digitally, but they are beautiful full sheet photos and sometimes little checklist tools that they could use when they're doing their experiments. So check these out. You can pick and choose which of the STEAM stations you want to set out for your kids. They're all explained in your teacher guide, but in order to get these big question cards and the photos, you need to come here to Member Resources. This STEAM program is actually fully integrated as well into our new after-school club program, and these are printed and included as a special tool exclusively in the after-school club, experience club program. And then finally, you've got your teacher certificate right here. Many states will recognize that if you're reading this lesson plan book and implementing the curriculum, that is worth some training hours for you, so you can use that as your certificate. Check with your state licensing if that works for you guys. Okay, so that's just here on the theme resources. I'm going to continue to show you some more. All right, in the digital music, this is where you're going to find your Circle Time songs. So these are all provided to you digitally. You're going to see there's so many. They're so awesome. Okay, so new this year, you can see because they say experience early learning. Everything else says Mother Goose Time. We are also Mother Goose Time. For 33 years, we were Mother Goose Time. And we are still owned by the same family. We're still all together, but we have renamed our company to be more reflective of our core values, which is providing these rich experiences, hands-on learning for children. So 2 new songs to start off this year. You've got This Is the Way We Sit, and It's Time to Start Our Day. So you can choose if you want to use our tried and true Circle Time song that we've shared with you all for many, many years. You can use this Circle Time song, or the new sing-along is It's Time to Start Our Day, and that's a wonderful song to also bring your kids to the rug. And then once they're sitting, this is a great song to remind them what your expectations are for how they pay attention. So again, fun new little songs. All these others are songs you might want to include in your Circle Time. There's also instrumental versions. So if you like to make up new lyrics to remind children to do certain things, you can always do it to the tune of any of these songs. All right, let's go back to here. You will also find there's so many CDs, but here is your All About Me Dancing Head to Toe CD. This is included in your kit as a CD. So if you still use CD players, or you have a listening station for your children and you want them to use the CDs, but you're worried that they might break them, have no fear. This is all available digitally. So, and you can see right here are all the songs. So you can listen to them at home, in the car, wherever you would like to be listening to your music. Now, support resources are also packed full of some new things. Here you find, if you're, depending on which curriculum level you're using, I've been talking mostly right now about all of the Experience Preschool additional tools. So this is the new Experience Preschool curriculum family flyer. So when you have new families signing up, it's great to print this out, hand it out to them so they understand the investment you're making in their children's education and what it's all about. So these are just little tools available to help you share information about the curriculum you've chosen to use. And then the rest of these tools are things for, again, you're setting up your Circle Time. We've got the calendar headers here. We do provide a printed calendar with the calendar day pieces in every single kit. So if children are helping put up those daily tags, and then your calendar gets ripped and you're so sad, it's okay, because every month you get a new one printed and ready to go. And then what we did is we put these digitally so that you could print them and put them as your header. 90% of the educators using Experience curriculum are tracking with us on our thematic features. So for example, here in September, we're featuring All About Me. So people would be using the September calendar header. But sometimes people do save kits or get older kits, but nothing is dated. So you can use the material whenever it works for you, for however long it works for you, wherever your children are at. And that's why you can print whichever month you're working on. Also, we talked about those 2 new songs made available for you this year. We have these cute little song cards that you can print out as your own little reminder, or you could make a visual display. So you could point at the song, have a song helper. They could point at the words on the song. So just fun little printables here that you can use. All right. Now, what I am so excited about are these daily routines. These are going to help establish wonderful routines, whether you are teaching at home or in a school. it is all about routines and consistency. So let me see if I can get this to open up. Here is what I will show you. You can set up your own routine cards, cut them out, use the ones that relate to the routine you want to facilitate. You don't have to use them all, but they are there for you, and we'll have other videos and supports for you to get ideas about how to set up a routine. But using a picture routine is as much obviously for your children to know what is going to come next. And that will really help with their attention span and helping your day go much more smoothly. So these are brand new this year. Enjoy them. We also have these little bathroom cards you can cut out and put on little clips that you could clip onto the routine for when you are going to take a break to go to the bathroom. So check out all of these fun new tools. And then we get into our new assessment tools. So we have lots of videos about all of this, so let me just tell you what the materials are and then how to use them. You can check out some of our other videos. But this is the learning portfolio. There's about 70 sheets in this PDF, and it is everything you need minus the binder to set up a child portfolio. So you'd want to probably get a 2-inch binder and then print this out, and you can put it into the binder. If you don't have a color printer or you don't want to use up all your ink, this is available for sale on our store. So a lot of people, for convenience, are choosing to do that, but we nonetheless wanted to make it available to you, print it out in black and white if you prefer. Have kids decorate their own cover. This is about making learning visible, both tracking the developmental level and skills of the children, but also saving some of their work samples. They're going to be making so many beautiful things as they participate in the curriculum with all the materials that we include. So having those child work samples and artwork that you can easily save in a portfolio is going to be right there. This will just bring it all together for you. These are the continuum posters. They're summaries of all the skills that kids are learning. And this poster is probably really hard to read if you're looking online or printing it out on a small sheet of paper. This poster is printed and included in the September 2020 assessment pack. And it's a big, large poster, so you'll be able to see the whole thing. And it goes from benchmark 1 to 8, basically birth through 2nd grade. So you can see sequentially what are those developmental milestones that children are going to learn and demonstrate as they get older and older on each skill. When we write the Experience Toddler curriculum here with benchmarks 2 and 3, that's what we're looking at when we're writing the activities. We're making sure that the activities reinforce and support a child's development within benchmark levels 2 and 3. When we write the Experience Preschool curriculum, we're looking at benchmarks 3 through 5. So as you're getting to know where your child is at developmentally, that will help you know when they're ready to transition from toddler to preschool. And there is a small overlap between those. You can see here it goes up through 3 and here it starts at 3. So it makes it really nice and easy for kids to transition from one curriculum level to the next. You will see here it says Toddler Assessment and Portfolio Tools. It's actually exactly the same as what we have here for preschool. We've unified it, so whether you're using baby, toddler, preschool, or the after-school club program, you're going to be looking and using and assessing on the exact same continuum. So it's the same tools. And that is Member Resources. I hope that helps you navigate all of these new tools, and I look forward to talking with you more about more features here at Experience Early Learning.